What's going on, everybody? CW Entertainment here, and we are back today with another episode of NCAA 14. We're back here on the Tennessee Volunteers Dynasty, and before we get into the Florida game, you guys know we got to go ahead and hop into the recruiting, and we got to see what's going on here pretty much, just to see who we might be losing out on, who we might be gaining ground on. And you guys can see here, we're still struggling with LSU. Now, last week we got rid of a couple guys. We got rid of the 3-star quarterback in Joe Woods. And then we got rid of the 4-star tight end in Randy Finley. I believe Joe Woods was thinking about going to Clemson, and Finley, I'm going to say it was Syracuse that he was leaning towards. So, no big losses there. You can definitely find another quarterback and a tight end another time. Not the biggest issue in the world. But right now we're going to look at our largest deficit. And right now, Clayton Welsh, he's still not ready to give us a visit just yet. We're closing in on it. We're probably around 45%. But it's definitely looking like Minnesota is probably going to be the destination for him. I still don't know if I want to keep. I'm just going to leave him for now. Really not sure what I want to do with him just yet. We look down a little bit more. Jeremy King, he's starting to become heavy with Ole Miss. Ole Miss right now has 40 more bonus points than we can give. And that's the biggest difference. And we look at Craig Mitchell. We're going up plus 50 on Craig, so that's a good thing. As long as we can get him in, get him with a visit, and possibly hang on to first place, we should be good to go with Craig. And we got Aaron Beck with minus 10 on here, and we already got 4 recruiting visits set up for him week 11, 12, 13, and 14. So we're going to have the first visit with Aaron Beck. And hopefully we're just going to have to be able to hang on to it. And like I said, we're really getting screwed by not being able to put points into scouting. And right now, it's really not a good place to even bring him at, because we're not getting any recruiting visit points. And we could bring him here against Florida. We could bring him against LSU. At this point, it really doesn't even matter. I don't think I'm going to go with Florida. I'm pretty sure they didn't even play LSU this season anyway. And for whatever reason, the schedule got messed up on here. We're at Florida. We shouldn't be at Florida for this, so it is what it is. We're home versus Florida, my bad. We're supposed to be at Florida. Yeah, I guess they just ended up kind of messing that up. But at this point, I think the later I do it might be the better. I know we can guarantee 100 yards, so I think it's going to bring him against South Carolina maybe. Really not sure what to bring in. We're just going to go ahead and go with South Carolina. And it's a conference game too, so we get a little bit more points with that. And if they're still ranked at the time, hopefully that'll help us out. Hopefully we'll have something into that scouting tree, because right now we are really getting limited and screwed over by it. We got Andy Pierce. We're losing points on him. And to be honest, we're just going to go ahead and take these points back. Andy Pierce, we don't even need you, dude. Especially if we can end up with a 5-star in Craig Mitchell, so bye to him. And then you guys can see we are losing out on Claude Clark. Alabama has come in and swooped into number 1. And that's just because they can put in more points than I can. And Nick Saban's out here working his magic. He's like one of the few coaches on here that is like a max level at 54. So we're getting screwed over by Nick Saban. There's a lot of times that happens as a Tennessee fan. We got Shane Harrell, and then here we go. We got a big game against Florida. He's going up plus 50 against Florida. Unfortunately, we cannot bring him in like this week because he's not ready. So that's unfortunate. Then we got Kyle Crosby. We're looking pretty good on him. Freddie Moses, we're looking great on him as well. Then we got Rich Vincent looking solid. Derek Nash, another guy we're looking solid on. So actually, we need to get Nash a scholarship, so we'll go ahead and throw him one and make sure, everything. He's a 3-star, so it really didn't matter if he did or not. We'll go ahead and scout him a little bit more. It didn't give us anything that's that important. We've only had a couple hundred points into him, so yeah. Nothing too crazy with this. Then we'll go scout a few more players, see if we can try to lock in a couple more, and then I'll bring you guys right back. All right, so real quick, I'm sure most of you guys already know if you either play it or you still do. But normally you can typically kind of find some guys here late, or as the season goes along, that haven't ended up committing anywhere, or teams not putting that much interest in them. So we got a few 4-stars. down here that we're gonna look at. 4-star running back, not really. Well, I guess we ended up scouting a little bit of them. Man, it doesn't matter too much. But yeah, we got a couple DNs down here. We even got a quarterback that we'll take a look at. Like, I mean, we're really getting screwed up by not being able to scout 100% on these guys, and really right now it's really screwing us over. So a few of these guys we'll throw on the list just to see, I guess, what they're talking about. It's not many guys that really want to kind of look in here. So I'll see you guys back when we get back to the main recruitment. Alright, so we are back and just taking a look at it. You can already tell that most of these guys are still not being sought after. Got Corey Overstreet, Elijah Thompson, Ben West. Looks like Oklahoma's starting to put a little look into him. So we're just going to go ahead and remove him completely, more than likely. Oklahoma's already got a head start on us, so not even going to try to get into a recruiting battle. Once again, like, the scouting thing is just going to screw us up the entire way. So we'll try scouting some of these guys, see if we get anything that looks solid. But we'll leave them on the board. We got 400 points left, so we'll just put 100 into everybody. Just hopefully that ends up working out for us. Maybe, we find a gym. Some of these guys could be a bust for all I know. But that's what we're going to go with. I'll see you guys when it's time for the game.